Bright light early, dim light late. High energy early, calm evenings. You're not broken, you're just misaligned. Ever wake up feeling exhausted, even after a full night's sleep? Or hit that brutal afternoon crash where you need coffee just to feel human again? It's not just stress, it's not just sleep. It's probably your cortisol rhythm. And when it's off, your whole day feels off. Cortisol isn't just a stress hormone, it's your wake-up hormone. It's what drives your energy, your alertness, your focus, and even your sleep quality. And when it's working like it should, your brain rises like the sun in the morning and gently sets in the evening. But when that rhythm's broken, you're wired at night, dragging in the morning, and crashing in between. Today we're going to fix that naturally, no stimulants required. Let's reset your hormonal sunrise. Now let's zoom out and see how the body should actually work. Your energy levels are supposed to follow a diurnal rhythm, a biological 24-hour cycle. And cortisol is one of the main timekeepers. Think of your cortisol curve like a sunrise. Morning, cortisol naturally spikes 30 to 60 minutes after waking. This is called the cortisol awakening response, or CAR. It helps increase blood sugar for fuel, heightens alertness, and turns your brain on. This is when your body wants to move, focus, and think sharply. Afternoon, cortisol gently tapers off. If your rhythm is intact, this decline is smooth. You feel focused, productive, and steady. But if that slope is too steep, if your cortisol crashes, you feel like you hit a wall. And in the evening, cortisol reaches its lowest levels, while melatonin rises. This is the handoff. Cortisol steps aside so melatonin can guide your body into rest, digestion, and repair. Now here's where things go wrong. Most people have flattened, delayed, or inverted cortisol curves. They wake up groggy, crash at 2 p.m., and feel alert again at 10 p.m. That's not a sleep problem. That's a circadian misfire. And the biggest culprits? Modern life. Screens, late meals, artificial light, inconsistent wake times, and caffeine abuse. We've broken the rhythm that evolution spent millions of years fine-tuning. But the good news? We can fix it. Now let's look at how we throw this rhythm off. Because once you see it, you can start changing it. Problem 1. Low morning cortisol, a groggy start. If you wake up and feel like a zombie, even after 8 hours of sleep, it's likely that your morning cortisol response is blunted. But why? So scrolling your phone in bed, that blue light stimulates your brain, but confuses your biological clock. And no morning light exposure, if you wake up in darkness and stay indoors, your body never gets the cue to spike cortisol. And lastly, high-carb late-night meals. They trigger insulin and blood sugar fluctuations that can blunt the morning spike. Without that cortisol surge, you don't wake up, you just drift out of sleep, foggy and slow. Problem number 2, afternoon crashes, which is basically a misaligned midday dip. That 2 to 3 p.m. wall you hit, that's your cortisol bottoming out fast. And the common causes? Overcaffeinating in the morning. You get a false high, followed by a hard crash. Next, skipping meals or having sugary breakfasts. This creates a blood sugar roller coaster that affects cortisol. And third, sitting all day without movement. Physical inactivity slows down cortisol metabolism and energy signaling. And this is why you feel fine at 10 a.m., but feel like lying down with your laptop by 2. Problem 3, high nighttime cortisol. Wired but tired. You're tired, but your brain won't shut up. That's not just anxiety. It's cortisol saying too high, too late. But why? Blue light response from screens. Even 5 minutes of blue light delays melatonin by over 90 minutes in some people. Next, late night work or stress. Cortisol spikes anytime your brain perceives a threat, even if it's just answering emails. And lastly, heavy or late dinners. Insulin and digestion compete with melatonin and sleep processes. When you mess with your evenings, your cortisol doesn't get this sunset message. It stays elevated, and you lie in bed tired but buzzing. Now here's the part you came for, the reset plan. No pills, no gimmicks, just simple physiology-based tactics to get your rhythm back. Step 1, get natural light within 30 minutes of waking. Light is the strongest circadian cue. When morning sunlight hits your retina, it sends a signal to the suprachiasmatic nucleus in your brain, your central clock, to start the cortisol engine. So get outside for 5 to 10 minutes. Even cloudy days work. Natural light is 10 to 100 times stronger than indoor light. And pair it with movement, things like walking and light stretching for an even stronger activation. Step 2, delay caffeine for 60 to 90 minutes after waking. Now this one's a game changer. If you drink coffee immediately, you override your natural cortisol peak. It spikes artificially and then drops fast, leading to that 10 a.m. lull. Hydrate first. Wait 60 to 90 minutes for your body to produce its own cortisol. Then sip coffee for an energy sustain, not a spike. Step 3, eat a protein-rich breakfast. So most people eat sugar for breakfast, cereal, toast, and pastries. That's a disaster for cortisol and blood sugar. So first, focus on protein plus healthy fats. Eggs, Greek yogurt, nuts, and chia pudding. This stabilizes glucose and supports adrenal balance. No more mid-morning crashes. Step 4, move every 1 to 2 hours. Cortisol responds to physical activity. A sedentary lifestyle flattens the curve. So you want to walk, stand, stretch, just 5 minutes every hour. And a bonus, it improves insulin sensitivity, posture, and mental clarity. And step 5, ditch the blue light at night. After sunset, light becomes your enemy. Blue light tells your brain it's daytime and suppresses melatonin. Use dim lighting after 8 p.m. Switch screens to night shift mode or wear blue blocking glasses. Cortisol should be quiet at night. Make your environment support that. Now, what are the most common mistakes that wreck cortisol balance? Let's rapid fire some of the biggest errors people make so you can avoid them. Mistake number 1, coffee first thing in the morning. You think it's helping, it's actually short-circuiting your natural rhythm. Mistake number 2, no light in the morning. Waking up in the dark and staying indoors delays your cortisol peak. Get outside. Mistake 3, sugary or high-carb breakfasts. Blood sugar roller coasters lead to energy crashes and trigger more cortisol swings. And mistake 4, screens in bed. This is a big one. Your brain thinks it's still daytime, and cortisol stays high long after you've shut off the screen. Your body needs contrast. Bright light early, dim light late. High energy early, calm evenings. You're not broken, you're just misaligned. So what's the big picture? Your cortisol rhythm should rise with the sun, peak in the morning, and gently set at night. That's how your body was designed. When it's in sync, you wake up with energy, move through the day with clarity, and fall asleep with ease. If you're exhausted in the morning, wired at midnight, and living on caffeine to survive the day, your body isn't failing you. It's asking you to realign. But the good news, you don't need supplements or hacks. You just need light, timing, and rhythm. When you work with your biology instead of against it, everything starts working better. Energy focus, sleep, metabolism, even mood. This isn't just about feeling better, it's about functioning better. So tomorrow morning, skip the phone, step outside, delay the coffee, eat protein, and give your hormones the sunrise they've been waiting for. And as always, I hope you appreciated this content, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you.